Hi there, and welcome to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. This is the first episode of a new series with a simple challenge: get Commander Shepard through all 3 games without him ever using a weapon, while also minimizing the weapon damage of his squad mates. There are a few small twists that will make this quite a bit more complicated than it might initially sound. The first is that I'm going to be playing on Insanity. The second, I'm going to be pursuing 100% completion. Third, and most important, Commander Shepard is going to be a soldier, the one class that more than any other relies upon the one thing I absolutely cannot use, weapon damage, to defeat their enemies. A few things you should know. The first is that I'm going to be skipping most dialogue, cutscenes, basically anything that is not combat oriented, and as a result, if you're looking for the complete narrative experience, I'm sad to say you'll not be able to find it within this series. Second is that during the Mako sections, I'm going to try and defeat as many enemies as possible without using the Mako's weapons, in keeping with the spirit of the challenge. As a result, as much as I would want to be able to defeat absolutely every enemy, there are a few that I'm going to be forced to skip, such as Thresher Moss. Sorry if that is a disappointment. And the third thing is that as an additional bonus challenge, you might call it, I will be trying to maximize both Commander Shepard's Paragon and Renegade scores, while at the same time being nice to my squad mates aboard the Normandy and keeping as many NPCs alive as possible, so that I'm not depriving myself of additional content in Mass Effect 2 or Mass Effect 3 down the road. With that out of the way, let's step right into character creation.
Please log in to...
Now, in the interest of starting the game with the maximum amount of Renegade, because it is far easier to accumulate Paragon points as opposed to Renegade points, I'm going to be starting with an Earthborn
Confirm
history
psychological profile.
and Ruthless profile.
Confirm military specialization.
Now, as promised, Commander Shepard is going to be a soldier, and the bonus talent is going to be Barrier.
Confirm facial identification. Profile reconstruction complete. Identification confirmed.
Now, combat difficulty is going to be Insanity for all 3 games. Auto level up is off because I want to be able to distribute my squad mates' skill points. Level scaling is classic for Mass Effect 1 because that's what I'm used to. Squad power usage will be none always because I don't trust my squad mates' better judgment, and I'd like to be able to tell them what powers to use and when. Subtitles on, autosave on, enable tutorials off. Now, with that out of the way, let's get started. And here we are, groundside on Eden Prime. A human alliance colony is located here, and it has come under attack by a mysterious enemy. Lieutenant Kaidan, Corporal Jenkins, and Commander Shepard, together with Nihilus, a Turian Spectre, are here to retrieve a data cache belonging to an ancient spacefaring civilization known as the Protheans that have vanished 50,000 years ago. We're just about to encounter the first enemy patrol, and for that reason I need to spend a few skill points. So for Commander Shepard, I'm going to grab the basic rank of Barrier. For Kaidan, let's see, put a point in decryption for now, and Jenkins, let's make sure he has the best possible armor and a little bit of health regen from his soldier passive. Now, in order to minimize the weapon damage of my squad mates, I'm going to be giving them the slowest firing weapon that most of them are really bad at using to boot, so that would be the sniper rifle. And for myself, I'm going to be using the Lancer 1, the assault rifle, not because I'm fond of the weapon itself or because I'm going to be firing it. Obviously that's against the rules of the challenge, but because through my testing I discovered that if you use the pistol, you do about 80% of the damage, the melee damage that you do with one of the other heavier weapons. I guess it makes a certain amount of sense. So with that done, oh, I do need to put Barrier up there. Let's get to it. It seems quiet and peaceful until this ominous sound appears, and despite that, Commander Shepard gives the order, and Corporal Jenkins moves up. Well, he has the best armor in the squad, so I'm sure he'll be fine. And he gets completely shredded. So that's unfortunately the end of Corporal Jenkins. Kaidan, please switch to your sniper rifle. Just get in cover. And it looks like all these guys are flying fairly low, so I'm just going to charge their position. Mind you, I say that, and see if I'm able to hit any of them. Alright, good job, Kaidan.
his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service.
Aye, aye, sir.
So gain another level immediately, and with that I'm going to grab Adrenaline Burst, which is a talent that resets the cooldown of all my active abilities. So another point in decryption for Kaidan. That's about it for now. Throw that up on the quick slots, and let's keep charging ahead. Next enemy patrol, right around the corner here. Kaidan, get in cover, please. Good job, Kaidan. Which one of you monsters destroyed the poor gas bag? Yeah, these guys right here, local wildlife, they're completely harmless, and one of them, I guess, happened to be in the crossfire between Kaidan and the Geth, and get recon drones and paid the ultimate price for that.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies.
Yeah, there is a
I'm
Nihilus
gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
with the update. Yeah, we're heading towards the dig site because that is where the Prothean beacon was located, the data cache that I mentioned earlier. It was recently dug up while they were trying to expand the colony, and we are here to retrieve it. Throw barrier up, and this guy's flying really low, so 1 minute attack, and another one for this guy. Immediately reset the cooldown, so it's ready to go. Generally, I'm going to be keeping looting out of the videos as well, but in this particular case, I'm treating most of this opening part of Eden Prime as one big section. There is a character introduction here that I want to show off. This Marine is going to be taking Corporal Jenkins' place real soon. Obviously, she has much better armor than he did, because she took a couple of shots from the drones and didn't get completely annihilated. Unlike this guy, this poor bastard isn't going to be walking around anytime soon. And we get introduced to the main baddies of Mass Effect 1 as well. These robots with the cute flashlight heads are actually called the Geth. And so far we've been fighting the recon drones, and now, Kaidan, why do you keep switching to your weapon? Please, go to the sniper rifle. Okay, you're throwing this guy. 1 minute attack takes care of this guy.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was going to make it.
Are you okay? That's weird. Usually it launches a cutscene right here.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Indeed I am. Now, much like Corporal Jenkins, Ashley right here is also a soldier. And for the sake of respecting the rules of the challenge, I'm pretty much not going to be using her beyond this first mission where I'm forced to use her assistance, because I feel it'd be kind of cheap to have Commander Shepard not use weapons, but then bring a dedicated soldier that excels in weapons to do the weapon damage. So I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to switch her to the sniper rifle as well, even though she's far better than Kaidan with any weapon I could possibly have her use. So for the moment, I'm just not going to spend her points, try and get Kaidan and Ashley in cover. And start ripping these guys. Okay, this guy is pretty far away, so let's hit him with throw. And how did you survive that? And that was all the Geth.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
Indeed.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
That's a good instinct there, Kaidan. No sooner has he said that, and we are in fact about to be ambushed.
They're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Nothing good, based upon their appearance. So this is the reason why the civilian we saw during Ashley's introduction got impaled on one of these spikes. It wasn't just base cruelty. It was for the sake of being turned into one of these poor creatures. These are called husks and serve as cannon fodder for our enemies. They have a respectable melee attack, and also they do this electrical point-blank area of effect attack, which is fairly devastating if you happen to get caught in the blast of one or two of them. Covers a decently large area, annihilates shields, and also does quite a bit of health damage. So it's a good idea to try and interrupt them Either kill them from a distance, which obviously not really an option for me, or if you manage to knock them down, even if the animation has started, if they fall down before the animation completes, the animation will fire, but you won't take damage from the attack.
Look at the size of it.
Yeah, the bad guys are pulling away with their enormous ship. They have left a few of their troops behind. And surprisingly, also the leader of the attack, another Turian Spectre, this time by the name of Saren, who just assassinated Nihilus, our ally. And the Spectre that was sent here to evaluate Commander Shepard's candidacy to their elite groups. Kaidan completely ignores the directions that he was given, Ashley as well. I just told them both to stay on top of the hill. Now, so just keep these guys down. They get up very slowly as well, making my job quite a bit easier. And nice shot there, Kaidan. And after speaking with a traumatized civilian that witnessed Nihilus's death right here, we are now engaging a number of Geth units. So these two guys go down. So does my shield, but it's going to be back up soon enough. So plasma containment shield gets hit with overload and takes down the two Geth standing right next to it. Get Kaidan and Ashley in cover. Actually, let's just move up a little bit. Yeah, that big fella that's charging at me is an utter nightmare. Gotta be careful with him. Let's start ruining his day right there. Oh, two Geth to boot, and he took some damage from that. Wow, not bad, not bad. From that plasma container. Yeah, Kaidan and Ashley are starting to open up on him with their sniper rifles, but of course he has a massive shield, so it's not like that's going to do anything. Yeah, knock him down, and a couple melee attacks. He's down. Barrier, reset, cooldown, charge forward. One goes down. 2, 3. Barrier did as well, even though it kept glowing. It kept showing the white outline, but it was actually down. Okay, shield is up. Just one guy remaining, and he's down as well. And that was this section. So off to the spaceport to finally locate the Prothean beacon, the thing that we ultimately came here for. And here's the leader of the attack. As I said, it is a bit surprising.
Charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
That the ginormous spaceship that these guys all arrived in left about 15 minutes ago. And I understand leaving some of these troops behind because these are the bad guys. They don't care about, you know, no man left behind kind of thing. But how is the leader, Saren right here, supposed to get back there? He's interfacing with the Prothean beacon, so collecting some of the information there, and has ordered his troops to set up, I think it's 4 tactical nuclear warheads in close proximity to one another to destroy the colony and basically erase the crimes that they committed here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
No
Hurry!
kidding.
We need to find them all and shut them down.
Wow. I don't know which of my 2 squad mates is more deserving of the title Captain Obvious. So this is the second charge, and 2 more to go after that. And even on Insanity, the timer is fairly generous because, you know, this is just the first mission. Hey, use that sniper rifle. What? How did that guy survive? Oops. You don't need to get in cover there. Okay, that was a carnage, just flew by my head. And another dead trooper charging. Come on. And down he goes. That was an attempt at assassination. I gotta be careful with those snipers. You see the red sighting beam? That means that they are about to ruin your day. But fortunately, they have a cooldown. You can't just use that ability whenever they feel like it. So when you see the sighting laser, you basically have to duck in cover for the next about 4 or 5 seconds. And after that, their ability goes on cooldown, and in that period, they are vulnerable. So, you get troops right here. It goes down. Nice try there, Husk. Nice try. Get Kaidan and Ashley over here because another Husk is coming up behind us. It's taking forever. Good job, Ashley. I wonder if they take fire damage if I shove them into fire. No, sadly not. There we go. And that actually completes Eden Prime. There are a few crates to loot, but other than that, other than this view,
My God. It's like someone dropped a bomb.
yeah, this is where their ship had landed.
That
So,
must be where the Geth's ship landed.
yeah, anything below that just got completely incinerated.
No, don't touch it! Too dangerous!
So, unfortunately, not only did Nihilus end up dead, so we can forget about joining the Spectres, but also the beacon just got destroyed because it gave Commander Shepard some information, and after that, inexplicably, well, it blew up. So maybe Saren left some kind of a trap or something. We'll never know. And now we're aboard the Citadel. So the developments that happened behind the scenes, so to speak. I went to speak with the council because Saren is a special operative for them, and in order for us to take him down for what he did to Eden Prime and Nihilus, we need the council to basically revoke his Spectre license. Unfortunately, they were not convinced. He is their top operative, and as our ambassador put it, they don't like him being accused of treason. As a result, now I am chasing down leads on the Citadel, trying to get evidence that would make the council see Saren for who he really is. Now, I'm about to be involved in a combat situation right around the corner here, and as a result, let's go ahead and spend the skill points that we have been accumulating. Now, for Commander Shepard, I'm just going to dump them into Barrier to give him a bit more shielding, a bit more duration. Now, for Kaidan, I'm going to max out his throw for as far as I can, and I'm going to continue keeping Ashley's points unspent. They're both using their sniper rifles. Hopefully, this time they'll actually listen to me and stay in cover.
That's him.
And Saren has realized that I'm a threat and has hired a couple of assassins to come and take me down. So first guy is charging, and while he's over here, ow, that was unfortunate. I was really hoping to toss him over the barricade there. Well, that also works. So the first assassin goes down. Now the problem is that for the second one, I am going to need some of those cooldowns, but let me see if I can't make do with using a shotgun. Let's make a run for it. And he's charging me, so hit him with overload. He immediately starts to get his shield back. That's unfortunate. Nice carnage there, buddy. No, I cannot knock him down. That's unfortunate. Yeah, these guys are pretty tough. That actually reminds me, I should spend a point in the soldier passive so I can gain a little bit of faster health regen. Just get out of here. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to wait a little bit for Kaidan's throw to come back. I suspect that the assassins are actually of the soldier class, same as Shepard, and as a result they have health regen. They are very hard to knock down. They have access to immunity, an ability that I don't even have access to just yet. And their shotguns don't mess around, as you've seen. Now, the way to bypass their resistance to being knocked down is to use a biotic power, like throw, and then once they're on the ground, keeping them there becomes a lot easier. So just toss this guy down. And yeah, once he's on the ground, mind you, I say that, and then he almost succeeds in getting up. The other thing that is of use is aiming at the head. Turians are a bit taller than humans, so you have to kind of aim up. But if you manage to melee him to the face it does understandably a lot more damage and has a better chance of knocking him down. And the lead that I was pursuing when I fought those assassins actually panned out, and the person that is going to be helping me further is located in the med clinic right here.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now, if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut.
Garrus is already here, buddy.
Who are you?
How did you not
Let
see
her
him
go.
come in? And there he is.
Ah!
Garrus works for Citadel Security, and he was in charge of the investigation into Saren's misconduct. That doesn't really feel like the appropriate word for what Saren did, but yeah, let's just call it that. Gotta be careful with these guys. There's a bunch of them. There you go, buddy. So this one goes down. Fire containment system, highly explosive. And knock this guy to the floor. Whoa. Got to turn around there for a second. Oh, I see. The throw that I told you to do earlier, Kaidan, you didn't actually do. That's wonderful. So that was all 4 of them. Very easy. And after pursuing a couple of leads, I actually ended up with 2 more squad mates. One of them is Garrus right here, and the other one Rex. Unfortunately, even though Rex is perfect for the mission coming up, I couldn't bring him because he has been hired by the Shadow Broker to kill the proprietor of Chora's Den, the place that I'm about to assault. I need to have a chat with the proprietor. However, I would like to keep him alive because he actually appears in Mass Effect 2, and I'm rather fond of the interaction Renegade Shepard has with him there. And for that reason, I cannot bring Rex because there is just no standing between Rex and a bounty. For that reason, I have Kaidan here instead of Rex. Well, actually, it's more accurate to say I have Garrus here instead of Rex. A few points to distribute. Now for Commander Shepard, 1 in Advanced Barrier, and the other 3 are not going to make much of a difference. For Kaidan, 3 very important points. So 1 in Throw to unlock Lift, then another 1 to actually gain the Lift ability, and the last 1 in Advanced Sabotage. And for Garrus, this is his first outing with the squad, so he is a bit of a tech specialist. He's actually a sniper, which is a combination between a soldier and an engineer. So he has some of the engineer's tech talents and then some of the soldiers' combat talents. I'm obviously going to treat him the way I do Ashley. I'm not going to put any points in assault rifles or sniper rifles or anything of that nature. However, things like decryption, damping, and electronics are very useful. It is unfortunate that I have to put so many points in first aid, something that I'm going to try very hard not to use because Mary Jo is very, very powerful, and I'd like to see how I fare without it. So Garrus also ended up with 3 active abilities: Sabotage to shut down weapons, Damping to shut down abilities, and Overload to destroy enemy shields. Now let's get him to equip his sniper rifle. Well, no, technically he's proficient with the sniper rifle by default, but as I said, it is the slowest firing weapon, and that is the reason why I am having him use that as opposed to something like a shotgun or a pistol, because those fire a lot faster by default, and even though he's not specialized in using either weapon, he'll end up doing a lot more damage with either one. So Kaidan and Garrus. Garrus, what did I just say? Did I send you over there? No. Over there, please. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the pathfinding and the commands that you can issue in the Legendary Edition, but I don't remember in the original Mass Effect 1 having this much trouble getting my squad mates to cooperate. Okay, so this is a bit of a tough area if you're not using weapons. A lot of bartenders and thugs and so forth. I guess they're paid really well because they're all ready to die for their boss. Oh, that was unfortunate. This guy just fall through the floor or something? I don't think I got any experience for him. Yeah, no experience. He just disappeared. That well, that's a bit of a ripoff. Okay, I guess that's fine. Now let's grab the thug. So lift him up and start hitting him with tech abilities. Try and kill him while he's in the air. Come on, Kaidan. There you go, buddy. Yeah, he goes down. Yeah, so the first problem is that in the original Mass Effect 1, there was a command, I distinctly remember, tell your squad mates to stay put. to hold position, and that seems to have disappeared. And then the other thing I'm discovering, and I don't remember ever having that problem before, was that sometimes your squad mates will go into cover, and when they go into cover, they'll refuse to use their abilities. Even though I'm ordering them to use their abilities, if they're in cover, they will absolutely refuse to. And that can actually be a big problem, because sometimes you rely on things like throw and lift and whatnot, especially if you have a Krogan charging at you. And if Kaidan just refuses to do it, then, well, guess what? It's pretty much lights out at that point. Okay, the bartender is shooting at me. Yeah, move up, there you go. See, when he moves up, usually another guy moves up to the next table, and then I can charge and start meleeing them. Is anybody gonna move up there? I guess not, that's fine. So, throw a couple of melee hits. Because this guy is, wow, you're very fast, I'll give you that. You're very quick. Oh crap. And that's the bug I was talking about. Barrier runs out, but the outline doesn't show it. And as a result, I only realized that it had run out when I started taking health damage. And on Insanity, this early on in the game, a couple of shots and you're pretty much dead. You don't have the luxury of time when you start taking health damage. All right, let's see what we're dealing with. I have a thug running around. Another one up there, and then the Krogan Bouncer, who is by far the biggest threat, one of the hardest fights this early on in Mass Effect. Yeah, okay, buddy. Now, obviously, I'm going to need all of my cooldowns to deal with him. Okay, let's go. I need to bait him, so he comes over here. Come on. A little more. Yeah, there you go. I'll push through his shotgun, which is an utter nightmare. Yep, one shot just almost drops me. All right, buddy. Are you in position now? Yeah, I think that's pretty much good. Okay, so he also has immunity. I need to bait that, so hit him with overload. Yeah, there he goes. So he regenerated his shield and popped immunity. And as soon as the white outline over his health bar disappears, because that reduces the health damage he takes by, I think, 75% at least, depending on which rank of the ability he has, it is time to start bringing the pain. And Garrus refused to use the ability because he's in cover, right, Garrus? Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, hit him with sabotage.
Shutting them down.
Okay, kid. And throw him to the ground. Rush in, barrier. Okay, lift. Okay, that lift was so slow, Kaidan. Are you kidding me with this? Yeah, my teammates are just basically trying to kill me. Alrighty, well, that was unfortunate. First, I almost died. Second, pretty much all the abilities are on cooldown. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of waiting off camera. And here we go. The final ability just came off cooldown, so should be ready for another attempt. Get the Krogan a bit closer to the door again. I wandered away after the massive beating he gave me 30 seconds ago. No, don't come outside, just stay in there. Okay, oh. Yeah, let's do the same thing as before. So, hit him, yeah, regen's shield. Unfortunately, I didn't use the immunity that. Oh, there we go. Okay, now here's the immunity. That's good, that's good. And now, hit him with overload. Hit him with sabotage. And throw him to the ground. Rush in there. Lift him up quickly. Yeah, there you go. And while he's in the air, hit him with basically everything we have. Wow, and he actually went down that time. That's good. All right, good job, guys, that time. Now, reset the cooldown barrier, throw it up, and let's go and beat this guy. Yeah. There you go, buddy. Now for you, unfortunately, I don't really have anything at the moment. My barrier is also about to run out. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more waiting off screen for cooldowns once again. Cooldowns are just brutal at the start of Mass Effect 1. I mean, they're usually about 60 seconds, So it shows. And here we are. It's a little later. Cooldowns have come back up. So barrier, and then throw for this guy. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Oh, really? That didn't kill you? Okay. And then final 2 guards back here. One and 2. Yeah, that is everybody. Well, almost.
Area secured.
Okay. Oh, you are kidding me. So the door won't open because of the very first guy, the bartender, where something went wrong and he just disappeared. I'm guessing he's still alive somewhere underneath the map. He's not even showing up on radar. But the game counts him as being alive, and that is why it is keeping me in combat. It's not going to allow me to open the door. Which means I'm going to have to redo that whole section once again, but don't worry, I'm not going to show it to you again. And here we are, about to have a chat with Fist. Well, he opened fire on me, so very rude. And there are a couple of turrets I need to defeat. Garrus, come on man, get back there. How hard is it to just go to the place where I click? I mean, goodness. And charge the turret, and start meleeing it. Our sabotage is active and it pretty much cannot fire. Now I'm gonna have to wait on cooldowns a little bit. And here we go. Cooldowns are finally back up again. So use overload, use sabotage, basically shut him down. Sabotage on Fist because he's too far away from the turret. Right now the radius of sabotage is just not all that impressive. And this turret is about to go down. And once it does, it surrenders.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
And of course, I want some information from him about a Quarian that recently arrived to the Citadel, and Dr. Michelle told me about. The Quarian sought some medical attention, but she told Dr. Michelle that she had some information about Saren, and it turns out to be exactly the proof that I'm looking for. And Fist just told me that he had sent the Quarian into an ambush. He has betrayed her, and as a result, I need to hurry and get to her before it's too late. About 3.5 minutes, which is fairly generous, even on insanity. So mysteriously, some more thugs have appeared. I guess this is the second shift or something. They missed the initial gunfight when they came to relieve their friends and found the place pretty much under siege. Okay, and one more. Yeah, good job, buddy. How'd that work out for you? And now it's just a matter of running over to the place of the meeting. And with quite a bit of time to spare.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
Get introduced to Tali Zora. And it turns out that she is fully capable of taking care of herself. She had a mine just up her sleeve, literally. That assassin is a bit dangerous, but one throw should take care of him. Yeah, he's down for the count. So, second assassin down, and third one goes down as well. I guess they had a bunch of tech mines there
I couldn't trust him.
that I just charged through.
Were you hurt in the fight?
And finally, after quite a few assignments completed on the Citadel, none of which involved any combat, and Commander Shepard successfully bringing evidence of Saren's misdeeds to the Council, upon which the Saren was disbarred from the Spectres, and Commander Shepard was promoted in an attempt to appease humanity and also to give Commander Shepard the power to hunt down Saren, who was now a fugitive from justice. I am at the Citadel Market about to meet with this gentleman named Jax. Now this is a mission that can be resolved entirely peacefully, and if you do so, you are awarded Paragon points. However, I'm interested in gaining Renegade points, and that requires that I fight Jax and his 2 bodyguards. Now this is the final combat encounter for this first episode, and the final combat encounter on the Citadel, to my knowledge. First, I need to spend a few points because I've gained a few levels while tackling the non-combat assignments. So for Commander Shepard, I think at this point in time, he has pretty much everything that is necessary. I will probably purchase Unity if I happen to lose Kaidan or Rex in this fight, just to get them up. Of course, you can cheese it and just run back to the second floor of the markets, and the enemies won't pursue you there, and if you have any fallen squad mates, they will automatically be resuscitated. However, I prefer not to do that, you know, trying to keep it as, well, I'm hesitant to use the term realistic, but I think you know what I mean. Basically don't want to sort of exploit it. So as far as Kaidan is concerned, well, advanced throw is within reach, and another ability that I very much would like him to have is neural shock. So let's see, that would require 2, 4, 5, 6 point investment, and then I can put the final point in barrier, give him sort of an oh crap button. The moment his shields drop, I can give him a little bit of added survivability. Now, as far as Rex is concerned, this is his first outing, and he's just ginormous in the character portrait. Now, Warp is a very powerful ability, and one that I definitely want him to have. That also unlocks Throw, which is a wonderful ability that we've already seen in action quite a few times, because Kaidan has been using and abusing it. And I'm going to give him 1 point in his Krogan Battlemaster passive, just to give him a little bit of health regen. Now, in case you are wondering why Krogan are quite so feared in Mass Effect 1, it's because of their ability to close distance quickly via Krogan charge, and then to do a headbutt, which is a hit that does enormous melee damage. And it's easy to see why. The Krogan Battlemaster passive requires only 6 ranks, and the final rank gives you 175% melee damage. So Krogan are just absolute beasts in combat in general, but especially in melee combat. Now, with that accomplished, I could boost his barrier, start moving my way towards unlocking stasis. I might do that, but for the moment, I don't think it's going to be necessary. So, with that done, let's just pull out our weapons, because that's totally a normal way to start a clandestine meeting.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Do you have...
That looks damn straight it is. The hell are you playing at?
If you mess up, you could say just kidding and back out and avoid combat, but in this particular case, I'm going to press the issue.
Stupid ass boy.
So everybody getting covered here. And as I was saying earlier, you can cheese this whole encounter, as a matter of fact, and just, guys, get in better cover, please. And just run to the second floor. These guys will not pursue. However, I don't want to be doing that. Yeah, this guy goes down, and that's the next bodyguard standing right next to something explosive. That is not a good strategy, my man. And let's go ahead and throw him to the ground. Or not. Rex? Ah, there you go. Okay. Wow, that was a little late, buddy. Let's keep throwing abilities. Okay, now he's down. That's Neural Shock that just dropped him, and let's levitate him up. Make sure. Unfortunately, he went exactly the way I didn't want him to go, right past Jax, bringing me in melee range briefly. Alright, guys, over here, please. Do not be duking it out with Jax. Yeah. Now, I do have to wait for cooldowns a little bit. However, Jax is not terribly aggressive, so he'll probably just stand there and take pot shots with his shotguns. Oh, shotgun. I don't think he has a second one. That would be terrifying. And he just activated immunity briefly. Not that I was pressing him really, but it's possible that either Kaidan or Rex landed a sniper shot or something. He felt threatened. Okay, let's start putting the layers of his defense. So just stop him from using the shotgun. Yeah, there we go. No shield. Hit him with warp. Yeah, and throw him down. Oh, I wasn't really planning that, but I went to melee him, and because melee does area of effect, it hit an explosive canister, and that was the end of Jax. So, not exactly a tough fight, even on Insanity, even this early on, because, well, as opposed to the earlier Krogan fights, by this time I'm level 10, I have quite a few skill points, and I also can use Rex in this fight. So between warp and 2 throws, lift, and all of Kaidan's technical talents, this was fairly easy. So with this done, I'm going to be wrapping up this first episode. If you had fun, consider tuning in for the next. Bye for now.